What's up everybody, Movie Addicted Nerd here, and I'm back today with a brand new video. Today I'm going to be talking about my Steelbook collection, and then at the end of the video I'm going to name my top 5 Steelbooks in my collection, and I have 32 altogether, 1 DVD, the rest are Blu-ray, so being that I have a lot, I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it. The first one is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Steelbook. I found this on Amazon a couple years ago. It was actually one of the first Steelbooks I picked up. I didn't have Texas Chainsaw Massacre on any form of Blu-ray, DVD, whatever. And I just decided to pick it up because at the time I never saw it. And when I checked out on Amazon, I didn't even realize this was a Steelbook. And I got it and was like, oh, this is a pretty cool case. It's a 2-disc DVD. And the inside has a couple images from the movie. There's one behind the discs too, but I'm not gonna take them out to show it because it's too much work to get them out and back in. And then of course you got the back that says all the features on it. I really do love the design on some of these Steelbooks. Some of them are a little bland, but most Steelbooks I'm pretty impressed with, like the artwork. Next up is one that I can't even watch in America because I don't have a region-free DVD player, but I decided to pick it up anyway to add to my collection. Now, Halloween is one of my favorite movies ever. Like, if anybody were to ask me what my favorite movie was, I'd just automatically say Halloween. And I have multiple copies of just the original film. And when I saw this came out, the Halloween 35th Anniversary Steelbook UK edition, I had to get it because I needed it to add to my collection. I love the artwork on it. It's simplistic and awesome. And in the back you have the iconic closet scene where Michael's trying to get to Laurie. And then, of course, the inside's just a black background DVD case and booklet. This is, if you have the American version of the Halloween 35th Anniversary Edition, this is that little booklet that it came with in the American version. Instead of being in the digibook, this is the digibook right here to go along with the Steelbook. Next up is I started collecting these about a couple months ago, back in, I would say, January or December. And I really like this company, Steelbook. They put out great artwork and unique artwork, really. And it's also like a slip sleeve at the same time, and that is the Mondo Steelbooks. Now, this is the John Carpenter's The Thing Target exclusive Mondo Steelbook, and I love John Carpenter movies, and I love this movie, and I was really glad that there was a Steelbook for it. I do love how Mondo takes the time to make sure the artwork is very unique and interesting, and technically you kind of get 2 cases within one. So you have the Steelbook, which is a beautiful flat Steelbook, and then a slip sleeve, so it's just a really nice, beautiful Steelbook. The next one from Mondo that I have is True Detective Season 1 Target exclusive Steelbook. I absolutely loved this show. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes of Season 2, and I could not get into it at all. But this first season just is an amazing show, and of course it's again from Mondo, so you have 2 cases in one, which is the Steelbook and then the slip sleeve. And if you've watched the show, then you know the whole design on the Steelbook. It's all those little like tree houses, things that you saw throughout the show. And then inside you have all your episodes on 3 discs. Next up from Mondo as well is Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs Mondo Steelbook. I believe this was a Target exclusive too. They do put out a lot through Target. There's also a Shaun of the Dead Steelbook from Mondo. I know Best Buy Canada had an exclusive Mondo Steelbook for Rambo First Blood. I love this artwork. It's so beautiful. And this is honestly, this movie I didn't like when I first saw it. Like, it was kind of weird to me, and over the years I watched it again and again, and it's become one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino films. So there's the front artwork, and right here's the back. And of course the Mondo logo and Reservoir Dogs. And inside you have Reservoir Dogs and the discs. It's a really good movie, and just the artwork on this Steelbook alone is beautiful. Again, Mondo puts out some of the best Steelbook artwork. Next up is another Quentin Tarantino film. I got this from Best Buy a couple of months ago. It's Pulp Fiction. I actually have three copies of this movie. First one's on VHS. The second one's on just like a regular Blu-ray. And then I found the Steelbook edition at Best Buy. And I had to get it because it's a Steelbook. And I love this movie. Here's the front artwork. You got Jules and Vincent in Brad's apartment. And then on the back, you got Bruce Willis's character and Mia on the back. And inside, I'll actually take the disc out for this. Kind of a behind-the-scenes look of Quentin Tarantino filming the dance scene between John Travolta and Uma Thurman. Amazing movie. The artwork is kind of for me on this one, but like I said, it's a Steelbook, so I just had to pick it up. Next one is another Quentin Tarantino movie, and this one was a Target exclusive when it came out, and it's the Django Unchained Steelbook. Love the artwork on this. It's very simple. Compared to Pulp Fiction, the artwork even though Pulp Fiction artwork is pretty simple and they just kind of go with the VHS route where they show you, oh, here's an image from the movie and here's some more images from the movie. It's kind of interesting to think that this is kind of like a VHS cover as for the artwork. But even though this one is simple, I still love it. So here's the front. You got the new film by Quentin Tarantino, Django Unchained. You got Django and Dr. King Schultz and the chains being broken. And then on the back you have Leonardo DiCaprio's character, Jamie Foxx Django, and Christoph Waltz's King Schultz. And then I'll take out the DVDs and CDs for this. And in the inside is Django and Dr. King Schultz. During that scene where he was explaining handbills to him, if I remember correctly, I absolutely love this movie. It's my second favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. And the Steelbook it feels nice and it looks nice. Next up is the final of my Quentin Tarantino Steelbooks. I just picked this up yesterday, and I'm in love with the Steelbook and I'm in love with the movie. I actually sat outside Best Buy and out for an hour early before they open to make sure I guarantee myself a copy, because I know with Mad Max's Steelbook from Best Buy, Fury Road, that came out in, I want to say December or January. Maybe even February. I'm not entirely I don't remember when it came out, but I know there was horror stories of like people pre-ordering and not getting their pre-order, and I just didn't want to take a risk. So I sat outside Best Buy and waited to pick up The Hateful Eight, the 8th film by Quentin Tarantino on the Steelbook. Here's the front cover. This was kind of like the teaser poster that they used for a while, and then you got the back cover, which is the theatrical poster. If you have not seen this movie yet, don't hesitate. Go out and watch this movie. It's an amazing movie. It is my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. Now, for a while, Pulp Fiction was, and then Jackie Brown was. I could go on and on about how many times Quentin Tarantino's movies have become a favorite to least favorite for me. But when I saw this in theaters, I was blown away. I talked about it in my first video a little bit. This is the movie I went to go see twice. I saw the 70mm Roadshow version, and then I went to go see the regular theatrical version. And then I knew instantly when this came out on Blu-ray that I had to pick it up. So, again, front cover, and then you got the back cover, and then I believe, I'll take out the discs. Inside is kind of like the images you saw in the Roadshow pamphlet thing that you got. It is only 2 discs. There is a 3rd disc slot, though, because the Voodoo code or whatever it's called, the digital download code, actually was the size of one of the discs, and they just slipped it in there instead of putting like the piece of paper, which is a smart idea. But I'm also now OCD about having an open third CD slot. Um, this is a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. So if you can get it, I recommend it. And like I said, if you haven't seen this movie yet, check it out. Next up, I got this one from Best Buy, I believe, as well. This is Rambo First Blood on Steelbook. Interesting artwork. I've never actually seen this image from any other Rambo artwork. And then the back is kind of like the generic DVD artwork that they usually put out when they re-release this movie on like a DVD or whatever. And then the inside is just a blank silver with the disc. Next up is a Target exclusive Straight Outta Compton Steelbook. This came out in January, and the day it came out, I woke up and just ran over to Target and picked it up. I love this Steelbook. It's the theatrical poster, and on the back you have the picture of the actors as NWA. On the inside, take out the discs. You have a picture of NWA, the actors as NWA performing one of the concert scenes. These Steelbooks, guys, they impress me every time with the artwork. And every time I'm like, how can they get better? And they always, they do to me for some reason. Next up is the Evil Dead Target exclusive Steelbook. Absolutely love this one. Of course, you got the theatrical poster of Mia and the Evil Dead logo, and then a picture of Mia in the back, and then on the inside you have the Necronomicon like pages, I guess. Like that's kind of what it would look like to me, or the new version of it, because I do know they changed it a little bit. I know this movie has a very mixed like fandom, but I absolutely love this movie so much. I was blown away by it when I got to see it in theaters, and honestly it made me jump, and that takes a lot for me to jump, but this movie did make me jump. Next up is the Best Buy exclusive Mad Max Fury Road Steelbook. This one was an interesting story. So like I told you, there was the horror stories of people pre-ordering and not getting them. Well, release day for this, I got to Best Buy literally 2 minutes after they opened. They opened at 10 o'clock. I got there at 10:02, and this was the last copy. And I was like, why? Why do you only have one copy left 2 minutes after you open? It seems to me like Best Buy doesn't stock up on their exclusives a lot, and their movie section does lack a little. I'm not going to get on like a huge rant, but here's the front cover. Tom Hardy's on the back, and I do believe there is images inside. Yes, I will take out the discs. And you got Emperor Furiosa, or whatever her name was, and Max riding on the car into battle. I love this movie. Again, another movie I was blown away by in theaters. I wanted to see it twice in theaters, never got around to seeing it the second time. But when this since this has been out on Blu-ray, I've seen it 4 times now and just absolutely love it. The next one, their next two actually aren't really like Steelbooks, but I consider them Steelbook. I believe they're called metal packs. The first one is RoboCop. I watched this for the first time about a year ago, I guess. It's good for, a good cheesy 80s movie, but other than that, I'm not like, oh my god, RoboCop's the greatest thing in the world type person. In the inside, you got a couple, like an image from the movie, and that's about it. It's like the difference. Okay, so the difference between a Steelbook is it has this spine, like a book spine, and then the metal packs kind of have like a double, like hinged spine, and so I can just kind of like dangle that there. The next metal pack Steelbook thing that I have is Aliens. I got both of these from Target actually, so I don't know if Target carries them anymore, but when they had them there about, I would say, a year ago. I absolutely love Aliens. It's the only like in the franchise Alien movie that I like. The next one I got a couple weeks ago, and that is Watchmen, the director's cut. Director's cut of Watchmen by Zack Snyder. I uploaded a video today too about my opinions and thoughts or whatever, what have you, on Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. This is the only Zack Snyder movie I enjoy, other than 300. This is the only Zack Snyder movie I enjoy, and one of the few comic book movies that I do enjoy. Um, I don't watch it often because it's so long, and it takes a while to watch. But here you go. Here's the front. You know, Watchmen. Keep doing it. Director's cut. You got this pen with the blood. On the back, you have the comedian falling out of his window. And on the inside, yes, there is basically a cast picture of the characters of Watchmen. I found this one at, I think I found this one at Best Buy. I know you can get it, I think you can get it on Amazon, maybe, but ultimately where I found it was Best Buy. This next one I got from Target, and I love these steelbooks. They're interesting to me, and they're, I would say, like comic panel steelbooks. And this is Paul, the movie with the guys from Shaun of the Dead and Seth Rogen about the alien. So the front looks like a comic book panel, and so does the back. I believe I got this one from Target. And the inside is kind of bland and not really interesting. But like I said, they also have one that looks like this style for Fast and the Furious, the first one. There was a couple more. I don't really remember what they are. This next one I got from Best Buy, and it's a Best Buy exclusive because it's part of their pop art program or something like that, and it's Taxi Driver. I bought this a couple years ago. I watched it the one time. I haven't watched it since, but I did love this movie. It was really intense and amazing. This is I do love the artwork for this because it's created by an artist. It's a pop art cover, and Best Buy has a few of these. I'm trying to, off the top of my head, I can't really think about what other movies Best Buy has, but so here's the front, here's the back, and the inside's just the disc, nothing special to it. Next up, I got this one from Best Buy. I absolutely love this movie. It's hilarious, totally quotable. Just every Christmas I have to watch this movie, and every Christmas when I do watch this, I've watched this movie like 3 times around Christmas. But every time the whole holy shit, where's the Tylenol part comes up, I go off with it. I love quoting this movie, and when I saw it was on Steelbook, I had the DVD. But the DVD is pretty old. It's like one of the first like pressings of it, or pressings. Sorry, talking about vinyl. First releases of it. So I saw it was on I wanted to get a Blu-ray for it, and I found a Steelbook for it at Best Buy. So I decided to pick it up. So here's the front. Here's the back, and in the inside is the dinner scene right as Clark cuts the turkey and it falls into itself. Love this movie. Awesome, just hilarious movie. Next, I buy, most of my Steelbooks do come from Best Buy. I don't like shopping at Best Buy all too often, but like I said, if there's a Steelbook for a movie that I like, I'm going to buy it. Now, this one is a different case because I had never seen this movie until I bought the Steelbook, and then that was the first time I saw the movie. And it's Apocalypse Now. Again, got it from Best Buy. This movie was interesting. I'm trying to remember it really, but it left me speechless almost. I haven't watched it since, and honestly, I don't know if I can watch it since. It was just that it's a powerful movie to me. So Apocalypse Now, here's the front, here's the back, and in the inside, you have a little black and white image. I'm not entirely sure if that's from the movie or not. Next up, this one was, I believe this was a Target exclusive, and that is The Wolf of Wall Street. This movie was hilarious. I love this movie. I don't watch it too often because of the runtime on it, because I'm always like, do I really want to commit to sitting down for almost 4 hours, I believe. But one of my favorite Leonardo DiCaprio roles, and I love this movie. So here's the front. Got a picture of Leo and the title and everything. The back's just like a simple yellow, and then the inside's just really kind of yellow in the Wall Street side. Next up, this was also a Target exclusive, Fast and Furious 6. Not my favorite in the franchise. I would have to say, yes, I do watch every Fast and Furious movies. I'm lame like that, but I would have to say the first one is the best one ever. Other than that, they kind of get to the point of like, okay, so here we go, making another movie again. I don't know. I feel like after the second one, they kind of just and started to actually give plot points to it, and not just like, oh, they're gonna do this while they race. I felt like it kind of just toned down the movies and wasn't as fun to watch anymore. So here's the front. Again, Target exclusive. Not sure if you can get it anymore. Here's the back. And in the inside is the scene of someone jumping from a car. I don't remember who. I thought it was Vin Diesel. I guess not. Next up is Killing Them Softly. I got this from Target. This was a blind buy. I never saw the movie before. And then I bought this, and I regret it because I did not like this movie. I don't even remember it. So here's the front. Here's the back. Blah and boring inside. This next one I got from Amazon, or not Amazon, Best Buy. And that is Mad Max, the original with Mel Gibson. I had the original on VHS, and I saw it was on Blu-ray, so I just decided to upgrade. Love the movie. I love it as much as Mad Max Fury Road, but honestly, I do prefer Fury Road over Mad Max. So here's the front, here's the back, and on the inside, they gave you these little, like, postcard things. I don't exactly know what they are. Like behind the scenes looks. And then the inside is a picture of Max laying on the ground. Haven't watched this movie in a while. I do want to watch it again. But like I said, I do prefer, and I know most people are like, oh man, you can't mess with the original, but I do prefer the Fury Road over the original. Next up is, I believe I got this one at Best Buy, The Big Lebowski Steelbook. Love this movie. It's hilarious. Jeff Bridges is amazing as the dude. So here's the front. The back, you got the dude abides. And then the inside is just casual red inside. This next one I got at Target a couple of months ago, and that is 8 Mile. This movie's, I actually do really like this movie a lot, but then again, I'm an Eminem fan. The simplistic cover for this, I do like. It's an interesting artwork take on it. So you got the front, you got the back, and the inside's normal. Next one I got was also from Target, and that is Dazed and Confused. I love this movie. It's hilarious. I believe there's a sequel coming out in a couple weeks, and I'm really excited to check it out. It's called Everybody Wants Some, and it's basically Dazed and Confused in the 80s, and they're in college instead of high school. Really excited to check that out. Here's the front, and it's a Randall's locker. Here's the back, and I believe the inside is just, normal. Next one is another Target exclusive, and that is 22 Jump Street. Hilarious movie. Loved it. I actually prefer this one over 21. I don't know, I just thought it was funnier. So, here's the front. Got Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill on their car. Here's the back, picture of them at spring break. And the inside is the theatrical poster. Next one I got, this is, I actually ended up buying this one off of eBay. and it's the Walmart exclusive, not necessarily anymore, but Walmart exclusive Anchorman. Now, this one is probably one of my favorite Steelbooks in my collection, simply because it's not just one movie, it's technically 4 movies. So you got, here, I'll just show it off. Here's the front, here's the back, and it comes with Anchorman 1 and 2. Now, it comes with Anchorman, the first one, the Rich Mahogany edition, and then this is just the disc of special features. And then Anchorman 2 comes with the feature film, the unrated version, and then the supersized version. But because it's so jam-packed with like 3 or 4 different movies, I guess it would come out to, this is why it's one of my favorites, and plus I like to do this. So, really, one of my favorite Steelbooks. Next up is, I believe I got this one from Target. It's Clint Eastwood's Gran Torino. Absolutely love this movie. Such an amazing movie. Very sad movie. So here's the front, back, and the inside is just silver. Another Clint Eastwood movie I got was American Sniper, and this is a Target exclusive one. This movie's really hard to watch. This movie's really hard to watch. So American Sniper, Target exclusive. So here's the front, here's the back, and then the inside. I guess I do believe there is images in the inside. That's the inside. Next up is, I believe this one came from Target, and that is Fury, starring Brad Pitt. This movie is amazing. Totally love this movie. If you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend it. It's about World War II tankers. So here's the front, Target exclusive again. The back, and I believe the inside. Yep, the inside also has an image. And last but not least, the final of my Steelbook collection. This one just came out at the beginning of this month. Target exclusive, Creed on Steelbook. Absolutely love this movie. Beautiful, amazing, powerful, just amazing. Michael B. Jordan was robbed at the Oscars. I believe he deserved more credit for this movie. But like I said, Target exclusive Creed. Love this movie. So here's the front. I believe this is the theatrical poster. Here's the back, and in the inside is my favorite scene of the entire movie. Rocky and Creed Jr., basically, standing up on top of the iconic Rocky stairs. So, that is all my Steelbooks. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to do my top 5 favorite Steelbooks. Just not like because it's a favorite movie of mine, but design-wise. So the first one up, Halloween, because I love that they kept it to the classic cover, and then just the artwork on it is pretty amazing. Next one up would have to be Reservoir Dogs. Again, Mondo, just love their artwork. Got all of that, just beautiful. Next one after that would be, where is it? Hateful Eight. I love this movie, and it's just, the artwork on this one is crazy good. Next one after that would be The Thing from Mondo. Just, again, Mondo, man, they put out amazing stuff. So that's number 4, and the 5th and final one is True Detective. That's my top 5 Steelbooks. Thank you for watching. You can follow me on Instagram at MovieAddictedNerd. I will come back with a new video next week. Thanks, guys.